Yorana travelers, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you 6 fun things to do on Moorea Island. If this is your first visit on the island, it's a must-do things to have a wonderful time during your vacation. Let's get started. Yes, you could say, how could it be fun when it's pretty expensive to stay in an overwater bungalow? Of course, it is expensive. But remember, one of the charms of French Polynesia is its overwater bungalows. If your budget doesn't allow you to stay all the time at an overwater bungalow, maybe spend a couple of days there. The rest of the stay can be spent on the less expensive suites. Maybe a beach bungalow will do. Besides, if you plan to visit Bora Bora and wants to stay in an overwater bungalow, then guess what? The price is much higher than in Moorea. One of the perks of an overwater bungalow is an easy access to the pristine waters of Moorea. Your deck has a direct access to the water, and you can simply jump off the deck and enjoy the warm waters. Or even better, just underneath your bungalow, you can snorkel and enjoy life in the waters of Moorea. A fun thing to do on your vacation is to explore the island. As you explore the island, you will see the breathtaking beauty of the island and help you connect with the people and the land you are vacationing. Moorea is a small island which you can cover in about 3 hours. If you take some stops at some of the beautiful places that you see, it could take you about 4 hours. The best way to tour the island is to rent a scooter. It's so much fun on a scooter, and it's cheaper than renting a car. We rented a scooter at Rent-A-Bike Moorea for $45 for 4 hours. The only thing to remember is this: weather can change drastically, especially if you are traveling during the rainy season. When we started, it was hot and humid. Then we passed a section that was drizzling. I said, it's just a drizzle, right? No biggie. But then it started to rain so hard that we were drenched. It was so cold, we decided to drive back to Hilton. In the end, we prematurely ended our tour around the island. As far as I'm concerned, it was a lot of fun to explore with a scooter even if it rained. Another way you can explore the island is by electric bike or an e-bike. There are a lot of shops on the island that you can rent an e-bike. We decided to rent with a guide so that she could take us to certain tourist spots in Moorea. It's a fun activity, especially if you have children with you, provided they are old enough to ride a bike. And since you are riding an e-bike, it's easier on your legs. Our guide took us inland and we ended up in Belvedere Lookout, but prior to that, we stopped at the trade school where they make local jams. Interestingly, an eggplant can be made into a jam and it tastes really good. We also stopped at the pineapple plantation. By the way, the Queen Tahiti pineapples are the sweetest in the planet. You can't taste any sourness to the fruit. You should try this pineapple when you're here. Unfortunately, they cannot export the fruit because it is just enough for local consumption. She also took us to Titiroa Marae, an important historic site to the Polynesians. My wife and I also ventured out to see the other marae in the area. But the spectacular view was when we reached the lookout. At the lookout, we saw 2 of Moorea bays and the imposing Mount Rutui between the bays. But don't forget, if you're going to the Belvedere, to use a bug spray. Man, there are a lot of mosquitoes in that area. The mosquitoes surely love the taste of the tourist blood. Also, if you like chicken, try to catch one for dinner, will you? There are plenty of them at the lookout. By the way, if you just discovered my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, kindly click the like button. Thank you very much for all your support. Another fun activity is to enjoy the pristine lagoon. Hey, you're in French Polynesia, and one of the clearest waters in the world, and it's not bad that the water is warm, right? I wish for it to be cold. I'm just joking, of course. So go swimming in those warm waters. Even if it rains, don't worry, the water never gets cold. It's always perfect for swimming. Check with your resort as well, as non-motorized watercraft are free to use. If that's the case, get on a kayak or paddleboard and enjoy the water. However, if you wanted a thrilling activity, then rent a jet ski. We reserved 2 jet skis, but sadly it rained again that day, and the wind was so strong that the operator didn't allow us to enjoy the jet skis. As I said, weather can be a bit of a damper during rainy season, so be prepared if you visit between November to April. The waters of Moorea are not only pristine, but it is abundant with life, so go ahead and snorkel or book a diving excursion. If you can, reserve a snorkeling tour for an unforgettable experience. But even if you don't book a tour, I bet the house reef in your resort you are staying at has a lot of life in it. We stayed at the Hilton Moorea, and although I didn't see many big fish, I still enjoyed seeing those beautiful corals and colorful tropical fish. This is a must-do in French Polynesia. You cannot go home without seeing one. One of the best ways of learning the culture of the island is through the dances. Although the shows on the island are not as grand as the shows in Hawaii, it's still very entertaining. Tiki Village is famous for having the best show on the island, but in our case, we watched the show at the Hilton. The dancers even invited some of the guests to dance with them. This is quite a fun experience, not to be missed. No matter where we are on vacation, we always try the local dishes, and in French Polynesia, we love the seafood dishes. There are many restaurants around the island which will give you a taste of Polynesia. Snack Mahana and Rudy's are the top rated on the island. One of the popular Tahitian dishes I love so much is the poisson cru, and you can order it from any restaurant. Hilton's Rutui Bar and Grill Poisson Cru is pretty delicious and tastes so fresh. The fresh tuna meat and the freshly squeezed coconut milk is so satisfying. And don't forget to try local staples such as breadfruits, cassava, sweet potatoes, and other root crops. I hope you enjoy watching this video. If you want to watch my recommended activities in Bora Bora, click the thumbnail. Until next time, travelers, maruru!